Oh,
Hey, folks.
Man. Well, that's an excited.
look at all
way to
you guys
start.
out here listening that we don't see.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Hope everybody's doing well.
Happy day of which you're watching this.
Witcher watching? You've been
Happy
watching The Witcher?
Of which you're what you watch with Twitch.
Which day you watching this?
Which day you watching this?
Some people listening to this are not watching it.
Right. No, there's that
And
too.
some people are watching it, and some people are in the future.
Very true. And some people are watching it the day it came out on a Thursday, and we do the Twitch thing.
Everybody's mad at Twitch. Did you guys see that?
Mad at Twitch.
Yeah. I guess they, I don't know. I wish I knew more of the details. I mean, Anthony probably knows more than I do at this
We
point.
could bring in
Anthony?
special guest Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony!
Can
You know
use my
anything
mic.
about people being mad at Twitch?
Yeah, kinda. Everyone's gambling and there's drama and a bunch of bullshit. Stream on YouTube.
Oh, I think they're taking away like slots and like some of these gambling things. They're cracking down.
They're cracking down on the gambling. I know that too. But they're also like, I think they're not doing a 70-30 rev split with smaller creators now.
Oh,
50 now.
Yeah. So
With smaller creators?
The smaller creators,
messed
yeah,
up.
exactly. They went to their smaller creators and they were like, "Hey, we're not making enough money from you, so you know, we're only going to give you a 50-50 ad split
but
now." instead of
meanwhile, they're
70-30.
doing just fine from the big boys, so they're getting just arrogant. and-
Yeah, it just seems like it doesn't like you're gonna force smaller creators to just go to YouTube.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
Yeah,
before
it's
you
like
get
they
your
did that,
70,
and then
30.
YouTube did the thing where now like you can use licensed music in your YouTube videos if you want to, and it's a rev share with whoever
The
owns
creator.
the music. So if we wanted to use a Billie Eilish song in one of our videos, we could.
See, that's-
of course we got to share some money with Miss Eilish.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Exactly, but yeah, so
I
that's
love
an
that.
option now.
Damn, when the hell did that become an option?
I think they announced it yesterday, the day
Okay,
before.
I was about to
That's a
say,
big
that's
deal.
new. That's great.
That's on
you can
YouTube.
tell.
So-
we don't pay attention to anything around
Well,
here.
we paid attention to this.
So that means, like, honestly, then someone could go out there and start doing lip sync videos of whatever music they love, and
Well,
they
that's
could
the
put it
other
out,
thing.
monetize it, and then do a share rev right off the bat, not
Yeah.
have to get permission or anything.
Exactly. Well, and then the other thing is I think YouTube's really starting to monetize more of the shorts because they're pushing that. They're trying to get in on TikTok's game.
Yeah.
So they're monetizing more of the shorts. They're trying to bring creators over from TikTok because, I mean, we are putting content on TikTok, maybe still now, I think, but you don't
Here
make
and
any
there.
money from it. So for creators, it's like, oh, why the fuck are you even doing this?
How do people make money from it then?
Well, when you get like millions and millions of people,
Sponsorships.
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
it's us.
Yeah.
I don't pay it.
It's not really our thing anyway.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
We like to spend more than a few seconds with our audience.
for the most part.
Right.
But
But
on
I don't
TikTok-
mind a good short, but yeah, it's we probably won't be participating much in the shorts anyway. We might do a couple.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, you could make shorts out of it, and that's what some of our shorts are. They're snippets of our longer shit. So it's not like we're making content for it. We're just inserting short little clips of our stuff, right? At
it
least
seems
that's
so.
what I've
Yeah,
seen.
that's what
yeah.
I've noticed.
That's a common thing.
I've not once navigated the TikToks ever once and once.
Yeah, I've seen it with my daughter. That's the only way I've ever
Yeah.
been exposed to TikTok. Like, what you watching? You know, it just seems like digging through, you know, a needle. It's trying to find a needle in a haystack.
I'm aware it shows my age. I'm aware
Oh,
of
for
that.
sure.
I'm
Well,
okay
of
with
course.
that. you
Yeah,
know?
but the thing is, like, I have a TikTok account, and I've TikToked.
yeah.
So, you know,
I've
the
seen-
old fogies
I've
do
s-
it too.
Yeah, I've seen TikToks. I go, oh, that's clever. I like that. That's funny. But one thing I can't stand is watching someone watch TikTok. You just
That's a very common.
it's like watching someone just flip through channels, just back one thing to the other,
It's
and
like,
it's
wow,
like
that is mindless.
you get that annoying like phone audio coming through the room,
Yes, God.
and it's just flipping every few seconds. Drives
Yeah.
me crazy.
it kind of caters to lazier than we've even ever known as far as like it's just so
Yeah, or
lazy.
ADD. I had to tell my daughter one time because, yeah, she had the phone up and it was just like, you know, song for 3 seconds, song,
Yeah.
song. It was just like, it was like, you got to stop because I keep hearing the first 3 seconds of every fucking song. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I think it's less annoying if you're the guy browsing it.
Yeah,
but
for
watching
sure.
someone browse it.
Yeah.
or
'cause you're
listening
not
to
doing
someone
shit.
browse it. Yeah, it's awful.
Because I am a huge fan of watching reaction videos, but mostly to music.
Okay.
Like people experiencing a whole Pink
yeah.
Floyd album for the first time.
Right.
Like
It's being
shit
blown
like that.
away. Like, what the
I
hell?
enjoy watching people react to that. So, you know, I'm guilty in that. But the speed of which,
Yeah, I don't watch that. I don't watch
TikTokers
that.
do their
That's
TikToking.
funny. I don't watch that.
yeah.
What about people reacting to our videos? You ever watch those?
I have in the past.
I think it's fun.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever did, or if I did, I might have did it once. And went like, oh, that was weird, and then I didn't go back.
Back in the day, like
I watched
Duralius.
those. Yeah, Duralius, the prostitute Mickeys. Those reactions are great.
Yeah.
No shit.
Go look up some prostitute Mickey reactions. Just people,
Yeah.
just in shock.
So that's kind of like that's like selfishly we obviously
Yeah.
are gonna like
Yeah.
that more than maybe your average.
You create something and you want to see how
of
people react
course.
to it.
So
Even when they
it's-
don't say anything, you're just watching their eyes and
Yeah.
their face. Just
There's something about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when it's yours. But sure.
And you can't really do that in person. It'd be weird if you just sit in front of someone,
Yeah.
stare at their face, staring. At
like
your
if you got a
video.
film in a film festival and you chose to sit facing the audience in the front,
Yeah.
that would be the equivalent.
2 feet in front of someone.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
staring
I don't
at
mind
'em.
reaction videos. Here's where I get bugged, and this is just the way the industry works and way YouTube works. A reaction video that's 20 minutes long. A guy's reacting for 20 minutes to different things, but he might be reacting to, say, like a cartoon somebody made that's a minute and a half.
Uh-huh.
Now, the guy who made that minute and a half cartoon, we know that's not a long video. You ain't getting paid that much for it. And that cartoon might have 1 million views, but guess what? That guy who made that 20-minute reaction video is making more money than the guy who made the fucking cartoon.
Now, if they
to
could
begin with.
implement the same thing they're doing with music,
There
where
you
the
go.
creator of that cartoon gets a cut.
Well, that's what people, the animation community got kind of a buzz because, wait, if YouTube's really going to start pushing these
Yeah.
shorts, maybe the animation format can come
Why
back.
wouldn't it go that rev share?
Yeah.
If you're watching, like, they should work it that way.
Yeah, well, I
Seems
mean, I think
no-brainer.
it's a great opportunity for animators to go, oh, I'm just going to make shorts, because that's a perfect format for just, okay, I can do a 20-second animation or a 20-second gag. And boom, maybe-
cartoons or otherwise, like any content,
like,
anything
I
that's not
wonder-
theirs. If they're watching it, rev share it, like they're doing with the music. It's the same thing. It's a
Oh yeah, no, if that were, I wish that were the possibility,
Yeah.
where it's like, every reaction. But I mean, a lot of these reaction channels, like especially movie reactions, these guys go out of their way to like show the movie but not show the
Oh,
movie.
for sure.
Like the movie's like in a weird angle. It's like it's doing everything. They're doing everything they can so the robot doesn't flag the movie.
They do it with music too.
Yeah.
They like take a break every, I don't know, 45 seconds in the song,
Right.
just to like,
Pause.
I don't know how that all works, but whatever.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Anywho, I was thinking we were talking about Long Dark.
we
we
are
are
talking
now.
about Long Dark.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that seemed like a good break, though. It was a
Yeah,
good time
absolutely.
Because it just kind of naturally happened.
So, Abstra, you've been cutting Long Dark now.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
I feel really good. I think it's fun.
Okay, good.
It's much slower pace than what we usually do on the channel. Usually a lot of stuff's kind of, let's quick get to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like, I am not afraid to like, okay, I know this builds up to a tense
It's
moment.
the point of the game.
Yeah,
though.
I'm gonna let this breathe for 3 minutes before the tense moment happens.
So this is one of the first times we've played a single-player game with 2 people
Yeah.
being cut together. You can kind of say 7 Days Alone-ish was similar, even though it's a multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It was
Yeah.
just
we
5 people.
We were playing it as 3 different groups.
Yeah, 3
on
different
3
groups.
different maps.
Yeah.
But I was curious how it was going to cut together with us.
It's coming together really well.
All right.
And I'm excited to show it. I think I got to figure out when I want to release it, because it's either the bi-weekly thing, which I kind of would not like to do. I think once it comes out, I would like it to be weekly until the show's over.
Yeah.
So I might just hold it, keep cutting them, hold them in my pocket, and then just start putting them out when I think it's ready.
That'd be nice.
And like you said, this is
It's perma-death.
It's perma-death.
Yeah, the way we're doing it. So,
So-
this series could be over in 3 episodes.
I know this is so you saying that, I know it's like speculation out the ass, but if you were to guess, how many do you think it might be if you were to just speculate?
Man, I would hope 6,
Right?
6 or 7 would be like, God, we did it. We did a really good job.
So
Yeah.
it gets. I would think it'd be getting easier the longer you go.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the game kind of puts you in a desperate situation pretty quickly. Like, you might find a town and like, man, look at this town. They got all these resources. I found all these canned foods. I got a good food supply. This is great. Well, that might last you for 3 days. And then, you've picked over every house in this town. You've eaten all the food that you could possibly eat. You have to find another town, or you got to go.
Right.
You have to keep moving.
It
Like,
wants you to keep moving.
You might not run across anything for another 2 days.
yeah. Well, you just start walking, and then like, okay, you're going to try to gather stuff as you go. You hope you find food along the way. You might be able to throw a rock, eat a rabbit. You know, it gets it forces you to kind of think days out.
Is Green Hell not work the same way?
Well, we're not doing permadeath in Green Hell.
No, I got that, but as far as the
it
pace.
would.
I
Yeah.
feel like in Green Hill, though, you could set up, establish a base, and live
More
forever.
so.
Yeah, plus the
I
thing
got
is
you.
you're well with us too with that game. It's the three of us are together.
Yeah.
So that makes a very different
Right.
dynamic.
Right. Yeah. I haven't played either, so I was just curious.
Wouldn't it be funny if Abstro dies early and I survive for like 20 more episodes?
I'd
and
love
he's-
Yeah. Well, you are. That's the thing. You're on an easier difficulty than I am. I put
Absolutely. Be
myself
like,
up one difficulty.
You're going to have to die. I'm tired of cutting your...
So you're gonna be it's your series. So if you die now,
I'm gone.
He's dead.
I'm gone.
You're just gonna get to sit here and watch him because
Watch him struggle. Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah. Watch
So-
him struggle until he dies.
So you remember when I did Alone-ish? Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 1. I'm out.
Out.
You were reminded every day.
Got to watch everyone have a real good time.
Oh God, yeah.
But I really
I
enjoyed
felt
it.
so bad for you, man.
What I did was make it easier for my editing.
One less
By
angle.
taking
Yeah, there's one
myself
less
out.
angle, isn't
Just
it?
one.
You did it on
Everything
purpose.
counts. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, I had that. I had that.
that
pain.
ate into you.
Said
so,
to rights,
so
but no.
hard.
I acted like I was dumb and freaking out
That was all
because I'm an
act.
actor.
Welcome to our delicious sponsor, Factor. Whether you need a quick lunch or a nutritious meal that's ready in minutes, Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery keeps it easy, and on top of that, it's cheaper than takeout. When things get extra busy, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week, or pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. And Factor has endless options, however you like to eat. Choose from keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and protein plus to get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved recipes you'll look forward to every time. They have a chef's choice option, which I clicked, and I must say compliments to the chef because the sage chicken and butternut squash and macaroni was delish. And really, every meal I've eaten has been very good. I definitely recommend you see for yourself, and I'm looking forward to my next meal. And they have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggies, sides, and more to keep you fed. So head to go.factor75.com/Neebs130 and use code Neebs130 to get $130 off across 6 boxes. That's code Neebs130 at go.factor75.com/Neebs130 for $130 off. Thank you, Factor.
I still want to do the Alone-ish where it's Horde night every night or every 2 nights, however we want to play that.
I just
We're
wanna do
all
it
separate.
again.
Neighbors, yeah.
Neighbors, yeah, or we all live in the same town. So, but we're not. It's all different Horde bases. Yeah,
So it'd
that'd
be
fun.
interesting to see how that worked, because if we were all in the same town, couldn't it very easily be that my house or my base is getting attacked while
Yeah.
everyone else
While we
is
laugh.
just like, meh?
Laughing point.
We could
Oh, okay,
call
yeah,
that.
no, okay.
We could call that series Neighbors.
Yeah.
A particular one.
But usually,
7 days of Die Neighbors.
If I'm not, if I'm not wrong, the way
Yeah, that's a good idea.
if I'm not wrong though, the way the game works, Simon, like on Horde night, when the like your character spawns zombies and they are specifically after you.
Okay.
So
well
if we
then-
were in 5 different
you're always
houses, the
getting
zombies
some.
that spawn are going to come for us.
I didn't know that they was
Yeah,
individualized.
it's not going to go like, oh, I'm all the zombies spawn and they're going for the one guy.
This is a reach back. It was one of my favorite, except for I had my music too loud in it. But it was I think Alpha 19. It might have been the first Horde night of ours. I think when you guys, the rest of you broke away and you were at a barn, and
Yep.
I was in that shitty desert
Little
place
junkyard place, yeah.
that I stayed there alone. You all abandoned me for this Horde night. Do you
Yeah.
remember that
Yeah.
one?
I remember
Well,
that.
yeah, no.
And you had a
remember
quiet
that.
night, didn't you?
I had a quiet night, and since you had Ada as your camera, and Ada was like a level 100,
right.
you guys had just tons of green zombies coming across the field right away. But it was like I had an automatic amount coming at me no matter what. And that was the first time we had split up like that, and we were a decent distance away.
yeah, big time.
So it was a perfect example of how the game is always going to throw someone. And I had Jack as my spectator, and he was low level. So, I had his zombies as well as mine, but you guys were fucked.
Yeah.
That was a shit show, and
Yeah,
I
it
loved
was.
every bit of it. One of my favorite episodes I've ever cut.
First Horde night.
Oh
It's
my
just-
god, I
the
love
game
that.
throws radiated zombies at us.
It was
hell?
just
Well, you loved it extra because you got screwed and you didn't, and you got to watch the karma.
It was
That's why it's-
beautiful karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
And it was, yeah.
That was a fun one. Anything more on Long Dark that you wanted to talk about before I cut you off?
I don't want to spoil it. It's just it's been a joy to
Maybe
cut.
one little bit. Give him one little spoiler.
You recorded too.
the
That's
tiniest.
Okay,
enough
so
to
I guess that's
know.
a spoil. Well, God, yeah, even
I could take that. I could take that out easily. So if you don't want that,
Keep it in. They want to know there's more than two. Come on.
Well, hey, you know what? I got a question. How long do you think these things are going to be? I know you're keeping a lot of them.
Yeah, I think ideally we record for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I may want to record longer as the show goes because you'll get to a point where all right, we've seen how everything works.
Yeah.
So now it's like let's not even talk unless something real is going down.
Because off the bat,
Right.
you establish it because it's
Yeah.
important for the.
Yeah, but that first episode, is a lot of like, all right, we both are struggling a little bit just to find a spot and
And I knew
find
nothing.
safety.
He knew nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't
Right.
even like if I found a can of food, I didn't know how to eat it.
right.
I didn't know how to even access.
So I
the
guess
food.
that's a spoiler at the beginning of the first episode. Neebs pretty quickly finds a decent place, and like he's cozy in a house, and I'm like in a shitty barn.
He's like at a
freezing to
Sandals
death.
resort.
It's like a big spoiler. Okay.
All right, but yeah, it's.
I like that. Though.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
fun. Not everyone listens to the podcast
True.
out there. You know what I mean? So it's going to
yeah.
still work out. Well. You guys are lucky.
I think people are gonna enjoy it. I'm enjoying cutting it.
Cool.
I'm a little jelly, so I'm looking forward to potentially playing it in the future. I might die right away.
Yeah,
but-
we can do another permadeath run.
Yeah.
Or
And that's the whole thing, perma-death too, which is kind of like the good angle for this too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not just Long Dark with you two, it's perma-death.
Dude,
Yeah.
the permadeath changes just the overall feel on
Yeah.
any of these when we decide to do them. There's something you can
great.
feel it in our improv acting.
Yeah.
You can feel it across
because
the
you don't
board.
want to die. Like when you're
And
playing,
everyone
you don't
can
wanna
relate to
die.
that. Everyone
Yeah.
can fucking relate to
Yeah.
that. But
Nobody
everyone,
wants-
most people playing these games, like we all can come back if we want. But you add that element. Like I recommend it. Like fuck, do it with your friends if you're playing some of this shit together.
Yeah.
just have a little fun permadeath weekend or something.
and play same thing in Ark. Like when you guys found our base, that was a pretty big blow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Several weeks ago,
yeah.
and you think about it, even when you're not recording, you're at home. You're like, oh man, how
All
we
that
gonna
work.
How
Oh,
we
I
gonna
love that you guys get to.
how
feel
we gonna
that.
rebuild
All
now?
that work.
I love
Yeah.
that.
How are we gonna
Oh.
rebuild? Where are we gonna rebuild?
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
gonna find it
The redwoods, that's where you're gonna go.
Probably
We know
redwoods
where we're going.
behind a waterfall somewhere.
Yeah.
There's
Have
nothing
you
behind
found
the water.
anything?
No, there's nothing behind fucking waterfalls.
Well,
That's
listen,
not
I'll
true.
give
We
you a
found
hint.
some.
There is, meaning like go look behind stuff. There
Okay.
is,
All
and
right.
on this map in
I don't believe you.
particular. All right.
We moved.
I checked every goddamn waterfall.
We moved from our
Everyone.
castle. We live behind a
built
waterfall
another
now.
one?
Just spoiler.
You guys should build another castle.
Yeah. Well, maybe we did.
Okay.
Castle 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I like our little home. It feels like it's a home.
Yeah,
We're building a home.
I've ripped. Ada made a beautiful castle, but fuck that place. It's like by
All right,
design.
I feel like I'm getting too much spoiler here.
confusing in your
Okay.
head. No, this isn't going to give anything. But
No,
like,
no, it's not.
It's like how we run around in circles.
Yeah, no, there should be 5 doors in that design, so that you're always.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wanted to make it color coded so this wouldn't happen, but it changes. I'm colorblind. Like it changes nothing.
Right.
We still get lost and run in circles. We waste 50% of our recording running in circles.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we're gonna burn it down.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Makes you feel any better. It's mostly metal.
yeah. Listen, whatever you're gonna do, well, that's
Hurry
fine.
up, please. We're
Yeah.
getting bored there.
You ready
Okay.
to move?
I mean, no, I would like to see at least if you're gonna come, you're gonna have a lot of things to kill, which is fine.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, okay. All right. And I wish Thick was here
I
to
wish
talk
he
some
was
shit.
too. He'd
Oh,
really give it to
Thick.
you.
He would. He would. Yeah.
Yeah. Thick's supposed to be here tonight for the stream.
Okay.
Oh, is he coming tonight?
Well, tonight being last
Oh,
week,
gotcha.
guys.
Yeah, my bad.
For
my bad.
everyone listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Not now.
relevant information for you
These,
here at all.
these folks are in the future.
They are.
So I've always wanted to make a video. I wanted to make this years ago, and I wish I would have. It was just me going around with my friends, possibly you guys, just showing things off to people in the future. Look at this car. This is a brand new car right now. You're never going to see this because you're in the future. Or you go to a road and go, look at this road. I bet it's different now, isn't it?
Oh.
You're talking to the audience in
I
the
see.
future.
In the
Yeah.
future.
When do you release the videos?
Look at this just once.
But in the
Like
future?
imagine,
No.
nope, in the past.
You do it now, and then you wait for it to
Exist.
happen, right?
Imagine like we're just showing off our hometowns, right? And you go to some little tiny tree. Like, look at this little tree. You don't get to see the tree this size. You don't live in the past. This is me. I live in the past.
I think you should schedule the upload.
Like a time capsule thing.
Yeah.
5-10 years down the road.
Yeah, that would be a good way
yeah.
to do it.
Because if you put it up tomorrow, what?
I just said that. I don't know what he's
Yep.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
You could show off people. Look at Ted. Ted's 95. You're not going to get to see Ted.
Ted's dead.
All right. I've got.
Ted's probably dead. Yeah.
I had a dumb. Speaking of dumb show ideas,
I don't think that was
right?
a good transition.
So keeping it on
Perfect.
topic, I had a really dumb idea. This is just there's a dumb wordplay joke, and what's it? A Handmaid's Tale, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nope,
So,
not watching that.
well, I'm not watching.
I haven't
it.
seen it
mean,
either.
I know,
My
I've
girl's
seen a lot
She
of it.
loves
I don't
it a
watch
lot.
any
It's-
shows with
what's
hats
it
like
about?
that.
What's
I'm done.
Handmaid's?
No. Let's just get to the
Yeah, we'll
joke,
move
and
on.
then we'll see.
Well, I thought of a show called A Hand Model's Tale. Who does it? Like, what an interesting.
Tail that would be.
Well, just like anyone who's that's their job.
Does she
their
solve a
source of
crime every week?
Their source of what?
Does she?
She or he's a hand model.
Okay. Most shows solve a problem
But
every
the
week.
the competitiveness of the hand
Yeah.
modeling industry, I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet that'd be like, that happens to be their job, but that could be a really fun. You don't call it that, but
No,
that's
you
what made me
should
think
call
of
it
it.
that. That's what's going to get me to tune in.
Yeah.
I'm going, look at these guys are brave enough
Well,
to call it that, and it's
hand
just like
models, too.
comedy
Yeah,
drama.
Once we get through the lawsuit, yeah, that could be fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
I just
the
put it out
lawsuit-
there, so I guess someone's going to steal it, but that's okay. I hope
That's
so.
dumb enough.
lawsuit.
That's good enough for like a mockumentary.
It is.
style. Like,
Maybe so.
Like I'm thinking like a best in show.
See, I think
with
like
hand models.
obviously, we've been in the film industry a little bit, like we know our little bits and pieces of it, but that world must be. I'll bet there's some fascinating shit about it.
There's some, egos.
The insurance
Yeah.
policies
Oh,
on
yeah,
your
of
hands,
course.
all that stuff. That whole world, I'll bet.
I'm
could
looking up
be-
hand
yeah.
model facts right now.
Oh,
Could
there
be
was
very
a,
interesting.
like back in the day. I'm pretty sure there was a Seinfeld episode circled around, like based around like a hand model character.
I could imagine, yeah,
So,
because it's kind of fascinating.
Yeah, it's just like this silly, or maybe it was some other sitcom around
Yeah,
that time.
something like. I'm not surprised.
According to this is salary.com, but your average hand model salary is between 49 and 77K a year.
Okay,
Okay.
So-
respectable.
Yeah, that's some good.
But
that-
pretty
problem
good living.
is,
Some good
you're
I mean,
correct.
and it's a side
Showing your
gig.
hands.
It's gotta be.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
a side gig.
right. You add
Yeah.
that to
That's a-
your.
It's like you have a
Amazing
normal
side
job,
gig.
and then every now and then you get like called in to
you
like,
gotta
hey,
be
put a
careful
ring
on your
on.
other job.
And odds are that
You do.
exists in LA and New York. You would
Yeah,
want to. They
for
probably
sure.
want you right there. So that's not enough to sustain living there. But it is a
No.
good side thing if you got some sweet ass hands
I
or
don't.
feet. I don't either. I chew my nails still a little bit too much.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah. A print campaign can net a model between 2 and 5K a day.
Wow.
Just for
Alright.
showing
some
up and putting
fucking-
your hands out
Yeah.
there. Now,
So-
granted, that's only a day shoot, and they're probably few and far between.
No,
Damn.
it's still.
It could be cutthroat, man. You could have the character, like the villain character, is like, man, that motherfucker's got better hands than me. He's gonna get the gig. But then you just set something up that cuts his hand a little bit.
No, he calls Joey Hammer.
Joey Ham.
I could go smash some with some fingers.
You don't want to resort to violence. You want to figure out a way to like blast ink all over his hand or something. Or it's like, fuck. You want to ruin it? Yeah, you got to ruin his hands
Oh,
visually
yeah.
so he
No,
can't
I-
get the job the next
You
day.
sneak
Little
some.
bit of
You
acid.
sneak some acid in his
Acid.
soap
You-
pump.
in the
You want
soap.
to ruin his life.
That
You don't
shit.
want to ruin his day.
You see how good this show is already?
yeah.
Can't wait
lot
to
of
watch
drama.
this.
So,
Drama.
all right, none of you guys can steal this out there because it's been documented on this podcast. It's mine.
Yep. He'll sue you. He'll sue you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow just thinking you might take it.
This is a radio show.
What? It can't
About-
be.
yes,
it's
it
about
can.
hand models.
Yes, it can.
You want to
That
see
is
all
why.
the-
Guess what?
God.
That is why it's amazing. It's a radio show about a modeling gig. You never have to see the hands. It's all about this. Please,
Yeah. The theater of the
please.
mind,
It would be-
Raleigh.
Exactly. You could do anything.
The listener can picture their own hand.
As if
Okay.
they were
their
reading
own
a book.
favorite hand look.
This I would like to do a 30-second. It'll be a 30-second promo like you've been doing in your ranch sim thing, but I will make up something to bring to the table about the
He'll
hand.
do it.
The
He'll
hand
have it done
models
by next
tale
week, I
radio
bet.
show.
I will sue you.
I'm in. This sounds fun.
It could be really good.
Could do it right now.
All right. So,
I'm here for the audition.
what were we talking about? We were talking about shows
You
earlier.
guys didn't want to play? Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, are we doing a show?
I didn't know. I didn't know this was happening right now. But something made me want to bring up that freaking show that we had talked about. It's a sci-fi show.
Resident Alien.
Yes. I'd watched a couple episodes, and I thought in particular, I'm like, Neebs would really like the show, I think. I don't know why I thought you would.
I agreed.
You
I only
did.
watched the first episode, but I agreed that it's got the Neebs quirk and the Neebs energy.
And then you told me that the girl that you, or the lady that you worked with,
Yeah,
the
and
actress,
Suicide for Beginners, that movie I did, she was one of the leads too.
she's
Sarah
so
Tomko.
She's so good in it.
Yeah,
and
she deserves it. She's a wonderful actress.
Supernatural. She's
Sassy Fras.
absolutely the second lead in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
And-
killing it out there.
Yeah, she's freaking.
What is this on? Hulu?
It's on the
sci-fi.
sci-fi. So it's on
Paramount Plus.
It's so good. I'm watching it with commercials. I
Or
don't
Peacock.
remember the last thing.
Peacock?
No,
I
it's
don't
on
know. There's
Paramount.
1,000 of them now, and I hate
It's
it.
on Paramount Plus, I believe.
I always get the services
And I
wrong.
watch it with commercials, and I'm on like episode 4, and I'm going like, I really just enjoy the quirky weirdness of it.
I mean, he's great. Alan Tudyk,
I
the
don't
guy
know
from
how you say his
Firefly,
name, but he's funny as hell.
the dude from Firefly, but not
pilot.
Nathan Fillion. Like
the pilot from Firefly?
The pilot.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's-
great. I've seen him in other things. He's a very good actor.
Halloween coming up. Tucker and Dale versus Evil
Yeah, that's a great movie.
with him in it. And
Yeah.
fuck,
I never
that is
saw that.
such a good movie.
See, I'm glad this is. I'm going to edit this, so I'll write that
You'll
down.
remember it. Yee.
That's a great movie.
It was fun.
Good
'Cause
comedy.
He is in this. He's like, playing an alien
Mm-hmm.
and inside a human body. Spoiler, you get that pretty quick.
Yeah.
And he's acting like no one would ever act. He's just an alien's personality. It's so he just does a great job in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you've seen him before and you're like, I like him,
I'll add
you've
it to
never
the
seen him
pile.
act like this because it's a weird ass.
So, I got a pile of stuff to watch that I'll never watch.
There's no lack of a pile these days.
yeah,
Good
it's
God.
too much shit. Too much garbage, including our garbage.
How first world problems.
Like you got that garbage and you got our garbage.
You gotta watch our junk.
We're
Yeah.
making our junk.
Blows my mind that people still do, considering
yeah.
all the junk out there.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
watching our
shit.
junk.
Seriously, and listening to our junk.
A lot of junk.
We just reminded them to click off.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Oh, I got a better show to watch about an alien.
right.
Hey, good show. I watched a movie with ads on last night too on like a platform I've never even heard of. I think I went through Prime. I think.
Okay.
I found the movie on Prime. It's got Michael Fassbender. It's like a horror movie. We're in the season. You know what I mean?
Right.
Called Eden Lake, which is interesting but infuriating when you know how horror movies have to have their obligated amount of like, what the fuck are you doing moments as
Right.
an
Oh
audience.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
why
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
you
Like
what
no
do you-
one would do this.
Characters making
It was a
stupid
hand
decisions at
model
every turn.
retreat.
hand model
Out of the
retreat out of
lake.
the lake.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good scene.
Stop it.
Out at the
Stop.
lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lake.
Noted.
The drama.
Noted.
But it was I think it was on something called Freevee.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of
heard
that,
of Freebie.
Yeah, so I love over a feature film the ads that pop up. It was the first time I'd like watched, like you were saying, you
Yeah.
hadn't seen something with that many ads, and it felt like old school, like watching TV at home with the fam.
I can't go back.
Ugh.
No. God, no.
I-
Fuck you. No.
I dealt with it. It was funny because I love the timing of the ads and how they just get blatant. You're like, oh shit, this is the first one's like 90 seconds. You're like, God. And then you're like, this has been like 5 minutes now. You look up, it's like 60 seconds left. Shit. So, and then they get nice in the beginning, like one of the first couple ads, and you're like, ooh, 60 seconds. Ooh, what have I done to be?
Get excited that
I've
they're
been a
short.
good viewer. And then later they come and they're like, fuck you, and it's like 120 seconds.
At least you know now.
Yeah.
I guess that's the one advantage from like network television where the ads come on. You're like, oh God, how long is this going to be? At least this has a timer with it.
It is
Yeah,
nice to see.
that
It's
is
like, oh, I can
nice.
take a piss, I can do this, you know. I
Yeah,
can-
so it's like old school. That's
yeah.
when you would take your break. And
But it's so bad. Like I don't like I feel like I watched something with ads on it in the last year, and towards the end of the movie, there's like commercials every like 2 minutes.
So they start pushing it as it goes. They like start
They do.
taking advantage
Yeah, I
of
hate
it.
it.
You're like, no.
They get you hooked.
Yeah.
They get you, and that's
It's gotta be
exactly
more than
what
2
it is.
minutes before I can watch another ad.
Yeah.
And YouTube does some same shit.
Anytime I go see my parents, I hate watching movies with Dad because he'll just find something on fucking cable TV, and I'm a spoiled little bitch now.
Yeah.
And so just trying to watch I think I was trying to watch a John Wick movie, and like every 5 minutes it's like, hey, Clorox. Like Jesus fuck, I can't do it. Can't do it anymore. I can't get immersed in this movie
No.
ever because you keep interrupting it, trying to
Never.
sell me dick pills.
I find it. This happens. I guess it only happened in the sci-fi show, The Resident Alien, where at least a few times it's seamless. You know, where you're watching it, and then all of a sudden you're in a commercial, but there's nothing telling you that's in a commercial. And this sometimes, so it's like all of a sudden
Same
there's
actors.
this couple.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple. Like who are these extras? You know, what's going on here? You know, wait. Like, oh no, it's a commercial now. I
oh,
get
the cut.
fooled.
Just the
The,
transition.
the transition works, and I go like, "Oh, okay. When's the character going to come in? Like, what's happening here?" Because that happens when you're watching shows. You'll see scenes with random people talking, and it's in the bank scene
You
before
gotta,
the
you gotta
other
put some,
characters
you gotta
come
put
in.
some black in between. You can't
They
just
don't.
cut. See, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. It's
Man.
got to go to black. It's got to be a very clear, like, nope, the movie's done. It's
Yeah.
ad time.
Based on what you were talking about earlier, this could be entertaining at some point. Like
About shooting the thing for the people in the future.
about no, not that dumb idea. The one with the when you were talking about like the deep fake using old public domain
old
footage,
movies, yeah.
deep faking the actors or whatever on there. If
I was
these
talking
production-
about
what?
before we started recording.
Yes,
This was
before.
our secret conversation.
But so we've got
Not
we got
anymore.
Resident Alien, right, with
Right.
Alan and Sarah as the leads, whatever. And then you cut to commercial break, and it's all like pre-record, like whatever, but they deep fake the leads from the show
In the
on-
commercials?
into the commercials,
Yep.
so it keeps it seamless.
Oh yeah.
Like now they're
Ooh.
advertising
Right.
Clorox.
Now
Right,
you're onto something.
Ooh, that's crazy. They get paid extra, of course. They didn't do any of the acting in the commercial.
Yeah, he's in a really, like, tense action scene, and then boom, selling dick pills.
That's it.
Hey, don't rule it out. This shit might happen.
God, it might. That's a scary thing.
It
Hey,
is.
with ads, let's talk about YouTube. YouTube, they're getting a little ballsy, and I hate it. Like, you
In
know,
what way?
And just they'll show like 2 ads sometimes.
Oh,
you
back
can't
to
fucking
back.
skip.
Right.
And now I've even seen like some people taking pictures of like 5 ads.
Oh, I've never seen that.
yeah. So like I
In
hope
one go?
YouTube doesn't go that fucking far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
crazy.
It's a
Zoom.
constant evolution, though, isn't it?
It
We've
is.
witnessed it over the years, like how much more they just like little by
Yep.
little.
Uh-oh, Anthony
Why?
stood up. He got something to say.
Well,
Here, take it. I got to pee.
oh, okay. Hey guys, hey.
Hey,
what's
Anthony.
going on? So I think that was a test that they were doing where instead of watching ads throughout the entire video, watch 5 at the beginning.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you can watch the rest of the video not interrupted.
Ad free. I would accept that.
That's somewhat reasonable.
Yeah, I would accept. Okay, I'll watch a bunch of ads right out of the gate, and then rush.
Get up,
Okay,
go get a
interesting.
drink, go get a
Exactly.
snack, come
Yeah.
back.
That actually seems like it's a pretty good idea. 'Cause
Yeah.
you just go
Yeah.
to it earlier than you know you want to watch it, or
Right.
you sit there and watch the commercials.
Or you install ad block. What did I say? Or you just get YouTube Red. Or what is it called? YouTube Premium?
Wow,
I'm
Red.
sorry.
I haven't heard that in a while. Classic.
YouTube Premium, where you just don't have to watch ads at all.
You don't do ad block, do
Ad
you?
what? Never heard of
Okay.
this. What are you talking about?
If
I
I, go to a
don't. I
channel that I
watch.
like, I watch their ads every time.
That's
That's
very
it.
sweet of you, Neebs.
It's very sweet
Well,
of you.
they're making that.
It's fair.
No, they are.
Okay.
I just pay premium now. I'm just in.
Yeah, I watch ads on my phone.
And they
'cause
make money from
I
that.
can't
We make money from
figure out how to
premium.
install an ad block on my phone.
You know they lock away the ability to just let it play while your phone is locked,
Yeah, which is bullshit.
which
yeah.
is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But it got me to pay them $10 a month. YouTube should give us money. I shouldn't give them money. Come on.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yay,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Anthony. Nobody saw that guest coming.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. A little clarification on how that 5 ads are working
That's too much.
It is
out of the gate.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
if you got to watch the whole movie without any commercials
It's a
after
good
that, I
payoff.
think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
guess so.
I think
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, or even like potentially one of our videos. It's like, okay, you can watch this 30-minute GTA, but you have to watch all the ads up front.
start it, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, just you get in that mindset to like work around it, and then it's ad free, so it'll be great.
But it's your choice.
I guess
You
it would
could
be the
choose
creator's
to do
choice.
it.
I wonder if that's a creator's choice too. Yeah, it's got to be. The creator has to choose like, all right, bulk ads up front instead of like popping them.
What would be the difference? I wonder.
Yeah, financially.
Because that's why they'd have a choice if there
Yeah.
was any difference financially.
I don't mind an ad every like 5 or 10 minutes, but 2-3 minutes.
God, no, some creators
oh,
are nuts
5
with
of
it.
them.
Man, I've watched some like fucking gaming content channels where it's like every 3 minutes, and it's infuriating.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, and that's what, like, you know, this is kind of behind the scenes, but when we upload a video, the amount of ads YouTube puts in there
And it doesn't-
automatically.
It doesn't
Yeah.
do it all the time though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which is weird that's.
I feel like it's done it every time for me, but okay,
Not for
so
me.
for you, every now and then it'll.
Sometimes there's not one
Sometimes,
place.
exactly.
I wonder, it's got to be based on their inventory. Maybe. They're just trying to, like, yeah, all of these. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't want to do what they do automatically when they do it.
No, hell no.
Because it's every few minutes.
Yeah, it would be awful. So we
Yeah.
have to go in there like, nope, throw this one out, throw
Delete
this one
them,
out, throw
spread
this
them
one
out.
out. We're not subjecting our audience to this.
Yeah. I like when they're like, if they do stop, some seem like they're like those little 4-second little ones.
Yeah.
And then you're right back into it. Like, those are nice.
Yeah, the ones you can skip real quick, those are great. Yeah, ads are such bullshit.
even
Who's our
ones-
sponsor this week?
Yeah.
So, so not putting one there.
Be a great time to
Our
introduce them.
sponsors are great.
Would have been the
No, our
greatest. Sponsors are great.
Our
Listen,
sponsors
yeah.
are amazing.
Yeah,
And
listen.
so not putting anything
Oh,
right
man.
there.
They've given Simon so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got a garage full
What else
of...
did you get new?
I got all kinds of stuff.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
You guys got any Halloween plans?
No. Usually,
I should dress up. I haven't dressed up in years. Maybe
yeah,
I'll dress up this
it's
year.
it's on a Monday this year, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
It'll
Let me-
probably
let me
be the
double
weekend
check
before,
that.
though.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be the
it'll
Well,
celebration.
no,
be at
usually,
least-
let's see, where are we at? Let me look at the
It's
calendar.
when Halloween's on a Wednesday that there's 2 weekends of Halloween. Nobody knows what weekend to.
No, yeah, when to do it. Yeah, no, this one definitely on a Monday. So
Okay.
yeah, downtown Saturday night, the 29th, I'm sure I'll be jumping.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But even though Monday like is Halloween, that's when the kids will all go trick or treating. Like everyone.
Saturday?
Yeah, I feel like every time there's like any time a Halloween is on a Monday, there's like a big debate. Like when do the kids go? And I think it
Yeah.
always lands on like Monday because
Yeah,
it's
well,
Halloween night.
Yeah, why
'Cause
wouldn't you go on
you're done trick or
Halloween?
treating at like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Like you're done. The big
Oh,
kids
yeah.
are still out running around, but the little kids are in bed, and hey, you got school the next morning.
Did y'all give out candy during COVID?
No.
No.
Nobody comes into my
really?
apartment building.
Yeah, my house is so tucked away in my neighborhood, no one goes back that far.
Yeah, I
did.
think we did.
We had a bucket full of candy and some tongs and a big PVC pipe that went down the driveway, and the kids would hold their bag under the pipe, and we'd shoot it down the
Oh, that's
tube
fun.
to them.
Yeah.
They loved it. Yep.
How
Candy
wait,
pipe.
Were you lifting when you put it in the tube and then you lift your side of the tube so it would go
Well,
down?
it was
the
already we like fixed it to our vehicle, so it was kind of shooting down,
Okay.
It was already a big slope.
and then we would just grab the tongs, throw it in.
That's fun.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, so you didn't even touch the candy.
Nope. We
You're
had tongs.
dropping down pickled eggs, huh?
Yep. Pickled eggs, pickles. We had
Salami.
beans. Yep.
All that good stuff.
That'd be a fun.
Yep. Corn.
Cheese.
Blast him in the face with some chili. All right, yeah,
Chili pipe.
I was just curious because it's like when I was bringing up it's like horror movie season. I like watching horror movies this time of year when it starts getting a little cooler out.
So so it's not a horror movie per se, but it's, I guess, a creepy movie. That's got to be on my list of movies. Nope.
I loved it.
You loved it.
I know we don't like to do the review thing.
I should watch it.
I want to watch it with you. I
Yeah?
think that'd be fun.
Me and you watch it?
Maybe.
Where?
I don't know.
Simon's house.
We
Here
should
at the
react
office?
to it and make a video.
And skew it.
It was like I noticed what's Joe the Angry Gamer, right? Isn't that
Angry
his name?
Joe?
Angry Joe?
That's
Yep.
it. Joe the Angry Gamer.
Joe the Angry Gamer. You were close.
Joe the disgruntled
What are the kids
guy who plays
watching?
video games.
They fucking review everything. Like
Oh,
every
yeah,
individual episode of House of Dragon. And
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
they part of their business is just staying on top of pop culture.
sure.
What's
Yeah.
the biggest show right now? House of
Man.
Dragon. We talk about every episode.
I've
Right.
always wanted to, but I don't know who the hell would ever watch it. But to do that particularly with Neebs or any one of you guys, just because we're opinionated people,
Yeah, I appreciate
know,
a good review.
And it's just your opinion, and it's not even so much like for me. I don't try to look at it as a review, but I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
not
just
like,
it's a conversation about the topic. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of YouTube channels do this because I think people enjoy watching a show, and if they really enjoy it, they're like, oh, I wonder what the YouTubers think of it.
exactly.
I want to hear what this group of people thought of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll offer some insight. Maybe they'll offer a piece of information about the show I didn't know.
Exactly. So, like, to watch Breaking Bad with you, and you telling
I can
me
tell you
like
right now.
how bad. It's like, why is he? You're gonna spend half the time going, why did he do this?
Not him.
And
that
then
his
why-
wife.
And why did his
you know
wife?
enough.
I
You know
am
too
tired
much.
of all that arguing.
Right. So, but that would be entertaining for me
Yeah.
too, and not that show whatever.
That
but
was
I mean,
real writing, though.
The arguing was needed, but then they established it, and then they went on.
Because every
Episode
relationship's
after-
got that garbage, but then especially where he was like just kind of withdrawn from everything for the
Yeah.
things he was keeping from him,
don't
it
know.
kind of makes sense that she'd be disgruntled enough to bitch every damn episode.
Still,
Anyway, I'm
there was no. I wanted him to be the scientist teacher who was doing cool stuff and growing.
You can't teach people that
no, this was not a growing
have
show.
that payoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no growing.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I had to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad
I feel you,
choices.
Neebs. Yeah, there's that mid-section where it's like, all right, get the wife out of here.
Maybe I
Oh,
got to jump to the next season.
They kind of did. Spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. No,
So-
yeah. the later seasons,
Right.
Yeah, I
They
think
kinda
they
did.
understood their mistake. Like
Yeah.
we focused too much on this.
Yeah.
But that was all in the arc. They had that whole thing already pre-written before when they were pitching it. So,
Yep.
hey, their call. I think it still holds up. I get it though.
I
Oh,
heard.
absolutely. I think it's a great show.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen like the first season, so I need to catch completely up. But I heard Better Call Saul had a great ending.
I've heard that is.
Me too.
I've heard people say it's better than Breaking Bad.
God damn. Okay.
As a whole.
Well, then I need to watch this
I've
show.
watched a bunch of those. They're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And I
started
guess-
it, and what got me was maybe what kind of gets Neebs sometimes is I was seeing him making these fucking bad choices.
Yeah.
And like, oh man, you just got hired at this firm, this really good firm, and you should be making killer money, and you're fucking up, and I couldn't do it.
So some people like to have that tension, like you know,
Yeah.
because that's his character.
I know, I
Is
get
a
it.
fuck up in ways, you know, and like in that when I was saying the obligated, like what the fuck are you doing stuff in that Eden Lake movie. Often, I
That's
don't know
the
how
one with
some
the
of
hand
this,
models.
the hand, yeah, the hand, yeah, but in the beginning there was like this one decision the lady made, and it was, you think about it for 2 seconds, like if they just did this one thing, I'm not gonna say anything. It was like it would have made it sense. So it's like how many creative eyes are going through this process, the writing, and then even when they're making it, and like not. There's usually an answer. There's usually not like we've written movies that don't have holes or that have.
You're saying someone should have raised their hand and said,
In a lot
Yeah.
of cases, doesn't that
a
seem to
lot.
be just so common?
how many
does.
people had to keep their mouth shut whenever Wonder Woman was being written?
That shit.
1984.
Oh yeah, listen, it's a paycheck for most
Oh,
people.
right.
Wonder
They're just
Woman.
like I'm just here to work.
I watched that opening scene. That's all I've seen of it. And I specifically
I couldn't
looked
get
at
past that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are all the writers going, man, I knew I should have said something.
right.
But then but then you know how a shooting day and on a Marvel film, like they're shooting so little in a day in most cases. Mm-hmm. So it's like the bigger picture, not anyone
yeah.
seeing that till the cutting room
Exactly.
floor. So it's like anyone who had an opinion are like, well, they're probably going to change that with,
Yeah.
something's going to make sense in
Yeah.
another day of
They
shooting.
won't leave this in the way we're seeing it right now.
Right.
No, yeah, most people on set, they do not have any kind of picture.
Not a clue.
Yeah, of
Right.
like how the final, what the final product's going to be.
Yeah.
Like
but on,
they've not seen the script.
on a small horror film, doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? Like everyone's seeing exactly
No.
what the fuck you're going to get.
you know why you're moving
And
forward.
you'd hope someone would be like, but what if, but why would...
right.
Well, I got a little insight into something like that. Recently, for Bad Movie Night, we watched a movie called Troll 2. Which,
Oh, it's a beloved
yeah,
bad.
it's a wonderful watch with like a group of friends while you're drunk. I highly
Jesus.
recommend it. But
It's
then
so
we
good.
watched, they made a documentary about it.
watched that
called
as
The
well.
Best Worst Movie.
Yeah.
And just the insight on that is like, why are all the, like, when you're watching it, you're like, why are all the actors saying their lines in this way?
that
what
was-
the fuck is going on? But then when you see the documentary, you realize the director was fucking Italian.
Yeah.
And the actors went up to him and he said, hey, Americans wouldn't say it like this. We would say it like this. But this guy's like, no, I know Americans. You say it like
yeah,
this.
but that's for
So
that
the actors
movie.
just go, okay, it's a paycheck. So then when you're watching the movie, And when it all comes together, it's like it's garbage. It's insane.
That's so great.
For that movie.
Yeah, I highly recommend this. It's called. Well, first, actually watch the movie Troll 2. Get together with some friends, and then watch the documentary on the making of it. It's fascinating.
I'm going to tell you this: you could watch those in either order and be equally satisfied.
I'm sure.
I think watching the movie first.
You're probably
is more
right.
satisfying. Yeah.
You're probably right.
I would like to see the movie first.
Yeah, because
that
then you get
makes sense.
context for it. You're like,
Yeah.
and the movie is just there's so much bad acting and over the top shit.
That was that was fun. And man, those trolls look pretty great, didn't they?
God,
That
they're
guy,
awful.
whatever production company, they got the rights to Troll, I think, or whatever, because no one was making a sequel.
Yeah.
I saw Troll, the first one, in the theater.
Yeah, and it's not even related to Troll 2.
No.
So yeah, the whole story is interesting, and then that's the thing. Trolls aren't even in the movie. The whole movie's about goblins.
Yeah.
Not once does anybody say troll in the movie.
Really?
Everyone says goblins. And the little town they visit is called Nilbog. And then it's like...
Nilbog.
Yeah, it's like...
Backward
the reveal
goblin.
is like, wait, it's goblin spelled backwards.
Oh, my goodness.
Bum, bum, bum. It's like, what are the trolls?
Right. So goblins didn't test well.
I guess not.
And then it
Or
went
they
like,
just got-
okay, we'll call it trolls.
They got the right to the first troll, and it was
That's-
like, oh, that one made money. We'll just market it this way. Yeah, there's so many decisions where you go like, who along the lines was just like, yep, this will work.
And the first Trolls got awful. I was so excited to see it after the trailer when I was a little kid. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to see that movie in the theater. I want to see it. And it was such a weird letdown as a kid. You can get away with murder as a kid. Like,
Yeah,
give me
God,
a damn
if a
troll.
kid hates it, yeah, that's
Yeah.
something.
So weird, this troll environment growing in an apartment building. Like the apartment became that's kind of cool. It became like a forest. That was kind of neat. Thinking back on
That's
that.
your
That was a
favorite
good
movie,
idea.
isn't it?
Yeah,
That's my favorite movie now.
I like it. Yeah,
It's up there with Bumblebee.
I loved it too.
9 out of 10.
See it through your eyes.
I need to watch Bumblebee
Now
again.
that I
Wow.
think about it.
Still haven't seen that. I'd like to watch that one with you.
We
That'd
could
be
review.
fun.
I want to be in on that review.
Yeah, it'd be good. Listen, to go back in time, whenever I first said I liked it, I went to the movie theater
Right.
with my wife and some friends, and we had snacks and watched it, and we had a good time.
And that's all that matters.
That's it.
Right.
I need to give you shit about something.
I know.
I got to pick on you about something dumb. What's Avatar's coming back to theaters? You guys
Yeah,
see that? I
that'll be
want to see
interesting.
that in 3D again, just because it was so fun.
I wanted
the first
to.
time.
That was the point. Well, not the point, but
Yeah,
it was effective
yeah.
for the first time ever 3D wise.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the movie's just Dances with Wolves with fucking Smurfs, but fuck, it's visually just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dances with Wolves, that movie could
Lose an hour.
Lose about an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been the.
it's an
I
epic.
saw-
Yeah, it
I,
could.
I saw this I read the top of an article. It was about like Cameron, I think. He said something along the lines of somebody was trying to give him edits for, I guess, this Avatar thing. And he goes, you see that building over there? He's like, Titanic bought that.
Oh yeah,
building
Fox.
For $500 billion.
I read that too. Yeah.
And he's like, so I get to make the movie that I want to fucking make. You know, basically like, go fuck you. Like,
So he's arrogant.
I made you enough money. You don't get to tell me
You know
what
what?
to do.
James Cameron
No.
is like he can be arrogant.
He can
because,
be.
My God,
he totally
he's-
deserves
He
it.
He deserves it.
He's
though.
starting with Piranha 2.
Yeah, that's where he got to start. But I think he's like, and I've heard he's a pain in the ass to work with, but the man knows
Particular.
what he wants.
He does.
And he brings his vision to screen. And it's usually the fucking right call.
Yeah.
Like Terminator, Terminator 2, Aliens, The Abyss, like all these movies are fucking great.
Yeah. He loves water.
He do love some water. Well, that's his passion is deep sea diving.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that's why he makes movies to fund deep sea diving.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap hobby, I hear.
Well, not deep sea diving. Marvel, She-Hulk. You guys watched any She-Hulk?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched. I'm looking forward to watching episode 6, which I don't know.
Oh
if
wow,
it's-
so you're deep.
I am deep. I don't know if I caught up. If they release this stuff weekly, I'm like, I didn't think I'd like it.
It's Bumblebee good.
It's
It's the best review of She-Hulk I think I've
You're
heard.
like, yeah, it's fun.
It's Bumblebee good.
well, wow. I thought Bumblebee was better because this, you know, like this is so silly that I'm going like, I can't believe they're making this a fucking show and how they're doing it. But then you go, and then it finally just morphed into my head like, oh, this is so campy and over the top that that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And now I enjoy it. But so how much have you seen?
I think I'm caught up.
Okay, so this was one of those moments, Dora, you mentioned. It's like where you go, how the fuck? Like, why didn't somebody say, you know, when she's like you know what? I don't want to do spoilers.
You gonna spoil it?
It's tough not to, isn't it?
But in that show, here I am. I'm watching this with my 9-year-old, right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling her, I'm like, they didn't even explain that? Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they in a fucking She-Hulk?
Yeah.
You would think that somebody would have raised their hands and said, "This doesn't make any sense."
Yeah. This is Marvel. We have money. We could.
Man, Marvel seems
right?
like they're just like so scattered right now. It's almost like they're doing too much.
Whenever they started doing the series, it felt like that immediately for me.
Yeah.
On the
Kind of
platforms.
with you. It's got to be a tough act to juggle because you started making these movies and they're super successful.
And it's a budgetary act too.
yeah.
Because they don't get the same love.
No. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Certainly not the television shows
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, it's just I don't know, just how they feel like they're spreading themselves a little too thin right now. It's just like you got too much shit going on. Like I can't keep up with it and I don't like it.
But Loki is supposed to be one of the best ones, and I watched the trailer for the one with Sam Jackson, the series that's supposed to be coming out in the nearest
It's got
future.
his own.
It looks like a movie. Just looks like a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
There
Which
doesn't
one?
look like any of this. There's one with Sam
I
Jackson.
think
in
it's
the
called Future War, right?
Yeah, I think
something like
that
that.
might be it.
Who's
I
Sam
have-
Jackson?
He's Nick Fury.
Nick
He's been
Fury.
Nick Fury in the
Oh,
Avengers.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, you need.
Yes,
You just
He needs
call
the-
him Sam?
Ewell L.
Me and
That's
Sam
what you
go way
need.
back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam Jackson.
Mr. Jackson.
I've got a
You.
blurry picture with him.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's a good picture.
That fight. No.
We talk about watching movies with your daughter and Sam Jackson. I showed my daughter Pulp Fiction last night.
Oh,
Oh,
And it kept her attention. This is a 13-year-old TikTok addicted child.
yeah.
Kept her attention the entire time. So just shows how well that movie holds up.
Yeah.
great movie.
Yeah. It's like just good dialogue and you're just interested in just the scenario the entire time. It's like, what's going on here?
So to pull it back, that's I'm curious to hear what you guys would think of Nope. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It almost felt like Close Encounters, Third Kind, nostalgic, but not.
Okay.
The setting, man, is good. The acting, good God, so good.
Well, I love the trailer because the trailer told me nothing but intrigued me.
Yep.
Which
And
most trailers nowadays tell me the whole fucking story.
a lot of people don't like the ending, but fuck, I'll bet people don't like the ending of 90% of movies.
So
I was fine with it.
this is a silly idea. Sometimes we'll be like, well, what are we going to talk about today, for the podcast? To me, it'd be a fun experiment if everyone was okay with it for us to all watch Nope. You've already done it. And the podcast is titled Our Nope Movie Review.
A little late to the party on that one.
And I want to watch the movie and talk about it with everyone like we talk about stuff here and have opinions about like whether or not you thought it was good or bad and
I'll
why
watch it
and
again.
whatever.
I'll
know,
double down.
I think that's a fun conversation. But anyway, we're getting like no reaction from
Nope.
Absro or.
I mean, I'll watch
Got a
it.
Nope.
I
Yeah.
don't know why you're so
Nope.
excited about that as a title for a podcast. No one's going to watch it.
Who knows?
They're gonna be like, nope.
Hey, I like
Nope.
doing science sometimes. We've
Weird-
never done a review.
weird
have we ever
science.
done a review before?
Have we ever shot a video for people in the future that want to see stuff
I think
from the past?
I think reviewing a
called a
relevant
video.
movie would be better than that.
It's
Not
called
by
just
much,
any
though.
video.
But we're talking to the person. We're making eye contact with people in the
Oh.
future.
You're never going to experience this person now as they
Yeah.
are.
That's right. Look at this bug. You know how long these bugs live?
This bug will be dead.
Long gone by the time you see this
bug is
video.
dirt.
So you have to schedule those years down the road. You can't have them come out a week after.
You should have been doing these fucking videos 20 years ago.
Day one.
Yeah.
Now you got to do them now, and then now you talk about them again in 15 years, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's a good idea. You should have done that 15 years ago."
You
And you're
know
like,
when
I
the best
did.
you know when the best time to plant a tree is?
Now,
That's the second best time.
15 years ago was the best.
That'd be better.
That would have been better.
They
yeah.
say that about houses
Yeah,
too.
then the tree would be here.
That's right.
It's kind of interesting, though. You think, just because we live in the digital age, like, how people in the future are going to be able to see, like, something like satellite imagery.
Yeah.
Imagine that, if we make it 5,000 years with this technology, you'll be able to see 5,000 years worth of our planet changing
Yeah.
That's crazy.
in a sequence.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking cool.
And I think it's crazy. Think of all the people from our history that all we got is some stuff written about them
Yeah.
and some sketches or paintings. And now we can look back on TikTok and go, this guy was an idiot.
Yeah, I can
Right.
figure
Yeah.
out some arguments if you're looking at that 5,000 year loop or like time lapse, and you just see the oceans like disappearing or something. You kind of
Right.
take that argument out. You're like, well, you can see what the Earth's doing big time.
It's gonna be crazy.
No,
gonna be
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, you'll be able to but what an interesting data set. Mm-hmm. You know, like wow, we can look at this. We can look at this move. We can see how ecosystems react.
Crazy balls.
That's fucking awesome.
And you touched on it with the droughts and whatever. I didn't hear about it, but like shit's being uncovered. Like they're finding like a mini Stonehenge. at
Oh
the
yeah,
bottom of some
Lake
fucking-
Mead, right?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
Powell.
just some weird ass shit where you're going like, yeah, what the hell, man? What's been going on? We have no clue. We don't
well,
fucking
that is
know.
just too many damn people living in the desert. I mean, a large part of that. I mean, yes, I mean it's been dry, but also like people are just using water.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have that amount of people moving to a population center in the middle of a desert where water is,
Yeah.
not readily available.
No, that makes perfect sense. What's amazing to me is just the fact that this unearthed history.
Oh yeah,
That's
for sure.
that's what's amazing to me. That's the whole point of what I was trying to make, like what you had said. Because I didn't realize that I heard things after you had brought it up. I heard more things, and I'm going like,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
Pretty crazy. I saw they found some. This is probably a little further back than when I heard about it, but they had like this almost intact dinosaur. It almost looks like an anklo, but it's not. It's related to that, but it looked great. Like it somehow got, I don't know, naturally mummified or whatever. You can see its face. You can see its back.
That's wild.
Looks-
Really?
I love it when they find
good.
fossils like that. I know they found the tail of something trapped in amber, and you can like see the feathers on it.
See,
It's like this is a dinosaur, and they had feathers.
we could all agree that stuff like that. I mean, I would think that most people would be interested in seeing that. Why isn't that shit on the news? Like all over the news.
It's not as salacious. I mean,
Fuck
yeah, it's in
salacious.
science journals. It's in
I
places where
know.
big brains
It's not
go.
hard to find though.
But,
Yeah,
but
you can
even
find
little
it.
brains like me want to see it. And there's a lot of little brains out there. You can make money on advertising, and I'll go to your channel.
Okay.
Just show me that shit.
Dinosaur news.
Good. That's a good title.
There's probably a
.com.
nice YouTube channel out there just dedicated to fossils.
For sure. I watched one that the dude, all he does is deal with ant colonies and has them interact with each other. And he does it with
Fascinating.
great production value.
It's great how you could make a channel about anything.
Yep.
Yeah,
Marble
really.
races.
Marble races.
There's
Yeah.
a marble race guy that
Yep.
does high quality marble race production.
Amazing.
I mean, it's all
amazing
about
race.
presentation. It really
Yeah.
is. That's what it comes down to. Good
Yeah.
editing, good presentation,
Yeah.
keep people engaged.
Yeah.
I've seen, I don't know how, but this ended up in my feed. It was some guy that builds dams in fish tanks.
Okay.
He'll like pack the earth and rocks and whatever and make a dam and then start pouring water in there and see if it holds up. And he's got little Lego guys in there.
This just furthers our point, doesn't it?
And you just watch the water fill up and you see how
Yeah.
long the dam holds and then if it breaks, where it breaks. And
Any
Oh.
passion any of you have out there, you can probably monetize it because there's other people that have that same damn passion.
And do really well, or just find your passion fascinating.
No, we live in a world where if you want to be creative, you can make a living doing it. Not
Anybody-
easily. I don't want to say
No.
easily
No,
because
it's
it's
not.
not. It's
It
hard
takes
work.
work.
Yeah, but you can absolutely
And
make a
time.
living as a creator nowadays, following something you're passionate about.
You could put some sticks in a water tank, a fish tank.
See, that's a great idea with the dam, but like when the dam breaks, is it in the slow motion? Like that with some high speed
You'd hope.
cameras
Well,
and like the
hope.
water
it's
coming
not
over.
that fancy.
Oh no, seeing the little Lego
Because
guys.
then you could learn from your mistakes, like
Yeah.
what bust first. you
Yeah,
know,
He's
that's,
got a-
that's what I want to see. I love that idea of like you build a dam and see how long it lasts, but
Yeah.
at the bottom of the dam you put like this little miniature city and you got slow motion cameras all over.
I mean,
the
you're
place.
seeing stuff.
at
yeah.
the screams.
The slow
Yeah.
motion cameras would do it and the angles, but he's got several angles. So you kind of see what's happening, but
Yeah.
it's not that dramatic.
I want it to be that dramatic. That sounds fun. I want to
It
see
does.
the city get wrecked.
I mean,
So, all right. So, hey, thank you so much for.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
guys.
guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us, listening to our dumb ideas.
Yes, we love you. We appreciate you. Have a great day.
Yep.
Bye,
see ya.
everybody.
Outside of food, I ain't live.